This episode of RPMMORadio is brought to you by all our amazing and generous Patreon donors. Visit us at patreon.com/RPMMORadio to help support the show. It is also brought to you by...
Oi! Bargnar Anvil Crusher here. Look, I know you might not realize it, but you're at a disadvantage in life. I mean, look at you. You're all tall and skinny, or maybe you're short and fat, or you could be tall and fat, or short and skinny. Whatever you are, one thing's for sure. You're ugly. Yeah, you can't help it. You ain't a dwarf. The gods haven't blessed you with a dead, sexy muscle body, 4.5 feet of unbridled fury, and a beard that'll ruin a pair of panties. Also, you can't drink for shite. Or can you? I'm here today to shill for the race change token. That's right, buy one of these beauties, and we'll reshape you into the best looking thing on the planet. Man or woman, you'll have bulging muscles, long silky beard, and a huge pair of... well, that'll depend on what you are. Either way, it'll be a huge pair of something, that's for sure. So, go and get yours into the nearest shill store and buy 1, 2, or 50 of them. Pass them on to your friends and help them make a change from their pasty-faced human elves or whatever the fuck scalies and furries are, into something worth a pint and a few rounds. Do it now, you wee bastard! Tired of talking to you and looking at your ugly face.
You're listening to RPMMO Radio.
Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
Where entertainment and roleplay in MMORPGs have little hybrid mutant babies.
Make a note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your whole family.
And now, here's your hosts, Ashen Phoenix, Civ, Jazz, Strafe, and Yunfei.
Everybody off. We need to go on a quick adventure.
Hello, role players. Welcome to RPMMO Radio, our 81st episode, give or take. Hooked on a Feeling, the drinking game. I, of course, am your host, Ashen Phoenix, and with me today is Jazz, Sib, Strafe, and Yunfei. How's everybody doing? Technical difficulties notwithstanding.
So far, so good for us, anyway.
For the second time, I'm doing fantastic.
Everything works great right up until we start the show, and then I can't be heard, Sib can't hear anybody.
See, now we're just telling on ourselves.
It's just, I don't know what's going on. So Sib's not here at the moment, but she is actually here. We're just trying to get her to be able to, do things like hear us, and things like me being audible to all of you.
I'm going to blame the trolls that escaped the Call of Duty universe to attack us.
You know what? All I got to say is thank God this is a fucking episode where really the only thing we're really here for is to drink. Because at this point already, 15 minutes late into starting the show, I already need like a pint of whiskey. So thank you, David R. Haley, for helping make sure that I actually could be heard and pointing it out before I went, like half an hour into the show without being audibly recorded.
Been there.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully, and doing Bargnar, I tell you, doing him twice. Oh, that's so much fun.
I don't think anybody wants to do a dwarf twice, boss.
No. Once is usually enough. You pull on that beard so many times and just... Oh, wait, you meant like the voice. Oh, sorry.
Totally the voice.
Hold on. A little Tullamore dude.
That was good.
So, today we've got in honor and celebration of St. Patrick's Day, for that time when he actually saved the Earth from the Klingon invasion. Bless his soul, we do appreciate him doing that. We got a fun game where we're gonna find all sorts of warm, fuzzy feelings and funny, strange words that apparently coincide with them that I'm gonna assume, honestly, if any of us have heard of 4 of these words combined, I will be shocked. So, there's that. But before we get into that, and how that correlates to roleplay, and how it can be used in character, and more importantly, why we drink, how's everyone doing this week?
This was a weird week, so I'm just glad that it's over.
Amen.
The weather was crazy. She's right. Everybody was out of it. It felt like last week, to be honest.
Did it really?
Just bleeding into next. I was like, did I take my DeLorean out? And am I just repeating last week? What's going on here?
Did I just skip the weekend?
This is heavy, Doc.
Go right back into the original week again.
Yeah, because it was just sick, and the kids were sick, and yeah, it was just not a whole lot of fun.
Crappy week 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seriously.
it was definitely a weird feel. Like today at work, there was nothing particularly wrong, but it wasn't just me. Like, everybody there was like, why does it feel like this day is so weird and taking forever? And it's like 10 o'clock, and we're all like, it feels like it's noon. It wasn't just one person, it was everybody.
That was our week 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what. It's like collective, I'm
telling you, we must be stuck in a major time paradox.
Yeah, it's glitch in the matrix, or I don't know.
Oh, moon's not for another 4 days?
Well, we are in Mercury retrograde, if I understand it, so anything's possible.
I know, I see it every morning. Oh, no, wait, I see, is that Venus? I forget which one I can see in the morning. The little star.
Mercury.
It's the bright.
It is Mercury.
Is it Mercury?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the bright one on the northern horizon-ish.
Yeah, and it's in retrograde. It's setting, essentially.
Yes, it is. Yeah, because I noticed when I saw it before, it was right next to, I think, Jupiter, which was, funny enough, even though bigger, it was farther away, so it was dimmer, and they're, like, separating from each other. I think they had a fight.
Yeah.
Hey, Sid.
Yeah, they're taking a break.
I can hear.
Oh, good.
Yay.
So it just needed a good old-fashioned kick-in-the-ass restart.
Yeah.
See? Look at that. Jay the Exile. Same goddamn thing, and he's not even in our state. Or my job. Or any of our jobs.
It was quite weird, man.
It's just a weird-ass... I don't know. I think
Someone
it was
playing with the time-space continuum.
Fucking Time Lords. That's all I got to say. Bunch of nerds.
Takes one to know one. Takes one to know one.
Hey, I was quoting Back to the Future. I don't know what this other Time Lord business is.
I don't know. I think it's from Harry who?
Harry somebody. I think there's a doctor involved as well. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't quote me.
Dr. Brown?
I mean, Doc Brown is my doc, so, hey. I'll go with that.
All right. Well, this is going to totally throw me off because now I feel like we're a half hour into the show and we're really like, 10 minutes. So, all fucked up. Who cares? Let's have a drink. We'll get to that soon. So, anybody role play this week?
I did. I role played quite a bit, but it was all just like tavern and casual role play.
Well, since you volunteered, I'm just saying, I guess you go first.
You didn't even have to make her do it, bro.
I was
That's
going to come up with something, but why?
Yeah, exactly.
You conditioned her well, boss.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
And people say a woman can't be trained.
I ain't touching that one. You're on your own on that, bro.
If it was,
Keep it up,
it's because it
Ashton.
was Jazz. I had to go there. She loves the misogynistic stuff. She digs on it. She loves that. She loves it.
Yeah.
You could hear it in her voice. You know how?
I mean, she keeps us around. Hey.
You know how I can tell?
There might be
that
something to that.
You can hear it in her voice because I told you as a man. You can hear it in her voice. That's how.
Oh, yeah. I'm stepping away from this stuff.
It's sad when Strafe has the sense to step away from it. You know it's gone off the deep end. Love you, Jazz.
I'm just saying. The buns outnumber the sausages.
See, I role play with all these ladies, and they will kill me in Fallout, or they will kill me in ESO. So hey.
Yeah, well, Tuna likes me, so which, by the way, Tuna's a union-faced cat.
Oh,
Yeah, my kitty.
She does love me.
See, I thought you were talking about something else, and I was like, I'm not sure about that.
That's why I had to clarify, because I know where your mind. I could feel in the dark side where her mind
slipped to the gutter. Straight to the gutter. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 caps. Straight to there. Jazz's house and hotel.
Meow.
I did. So anyway, I did some roleplay. Not much, but some.
Mm-hmm.
Played on CL a lot. Really just tavern RP, and I had a roleplay confrontation that went horribly wrong.
Oh yeah. Do tell.
In interacting with people who don't know how to not God mod and feel that because it's roleplay you don't have to take it seriously, just chill out, dude.
Dude,
yeah, no.
Why are you taking this so seriously, Jazz?
It's just roleplay. I mean, God.
Gaw.
Yeah. So it ended up getting retconned, sort of.
Sort of, like entirely.
Well, I'm not sure if they did or not. Some people did, some people didn't. Some people, like, I am still saying it happened. I'm just not using that particular character's names. In the roleplay that the fight started and it ended, and that was the end of it.
There are no losers here, but if there were, you're winning.
Yeah. Basically, kind of this idea that since they started the fight, they get to win the fight, and that since they are obviously NPCs because they're named like Fighter 1 and Fighter 2.
they're basically like a Final Fantasy 1 and 2 game on the NES. It's just but
they were saying that doesn't mean that you get to kill this character. They're just NPCs. Well, then I can kill them. And it doesn't matter. No, I don't want him killed. My mind was just like, why am I here? Why do I do this to myself?
You keep using
I had alarm for that in Halo Reach. It was called 12-Year-Old Detected. I'm just saying. It applies here as well.
Well, these were grown-ups, I'm pretty sure.
Again, 12-Year-Old Detected.
Well, grown up in the age of having lived on planet Earth, mentally, however, 12-year-old detected.
So it could have gone really well. It could have been a lot of fun. It wasn't. It was an abortion. So it was not as much fun as it could have been, but we rolled with it and just kind of went with it at that point. That was the only really big, of course, people are like, well, that's why I don't go to Riften. Really? So when was the last time that you had some open RP with a bunch of people you didn't know that was fun? Oh, I don't do that. Exactly.
I have. So hold on. Before we continue this interaction, I have the script I need you to read from.
Right. Yeah. Too many people, particularly in ESO, but I know in Guild Wars 2 it was a problem as well.
In Final Fantasy and EverQuest and
scripted roleplay is a thing, and it's just not my thing, and I can't get people to understand that I don't do that, and it bores the living fuck out of me. I have no desire to.
Well, and at the same time, going to places like Riften and the Sinking Sands and stuff like that, yes, most of the time it's going to be a garbage fire, but it's also the only place you can get random roleplay from, so you put up with the garbage fire to, pull out that 1 6-pack that somebody leaves on top by accident.
Right, and I've had some absolutely fantastic roleplay. About half of the really awesome roleplayers that we have in the guild came from Riften, that we met quite by accident. So I can't say that it's a bad thing. I do say to people who are like, I just can't roleplay here, these people are idiots. Ignore them. Just roleplay.
Yeah.
And I don't let people choose to ruin my roleplay. I simply don't give them that power, and I keep roleplaying. So that was kind of the whole week I kept running into idiots. So it was hard to roleplay. But in the end, it was still a lot of fun. I still get my hit off of random roleplay.
Yeah.
So that's fun, at least. Even if I can't roleplay like storylines and stuff, I can get that random roleplay feeling and, inject it and move on. So
it isn't exciting to, and I know I've been on a downward spiral of just like, I think part
Jazz
of
is hooked on that feeling.
Yep, I am, and I love it.
It's high, I'm believing. All right, I'm done.
And I had some development roleplay, which is always fun. And with Ciel, she's growing and changing again, and I do enjoy watching that happen. So that was fun.
She's still young and sweet, only 17, and she is the Bosmer dancing queen.
No. I wish, but no, she's not by any means young.
Or
she looks young.
She does.
Well, don't tell on yourself, man. Come on now.
So anybody else actually do a role play, or we just want to go with what we actually did this week?
Yeah.
Anybody?
The time change wrecked me, man. I stayed in, watched James Bond.
Yeah.
It felt horrible anyway, so I just went to bed early. So that was a flub this weekend for me.
So did you have something, Sib? I thought I saw you writing, but I don't know if it was ready.
No, I didn't. I didn't get it finished.
It's okay. Yeah, sound issues. It's all right. So what'd you say, Yufei?
I totally didn't binge watch Umbrella Academy.
Totally not all, 10, 11 episodes? 8? I can't remember.
Oh, it was so good.
It was good. Told you.
It was so good.
Yeah, even with a
I
talking
really liked
ape.
it.
Well, like, who would have thought something with a talking monkey outside of Planet of the Apes would be good? And if it didn't star Matthew Broderick.
Sir, that was a chimpanzee. That's just speciest.
That's still an ape.
There's a difference between the common monkey
I didn't say monkey. Monkeys
and a
have tails.
chimpanzee. They got feelings too, bro, just like bonobos.
Yo, see, now you're just being specious. See, a monkey has a tail.
Yes, I am.
Ape is a chimpanzee, a gorilla. That's the ape class. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on.
But you called him a
I'm not
monkey.
taking the bait. I'm going to ignore both of you because it's just.
See, no, I think what you're thinking of, Straffe, is polar bears, which is also an ape.
But those are earth sign creatures.
Polar bears are not.
What,
You got her!
Huh?
Excellent! Our job
God
here is
damn
done.
Oh, it's okay. I think we all know what we're really talking about are lemurs.
Totally.
I love their eyes. You just see right into them.
Right into their soul, bro.
Mm-hmm. But no, Umbrella Academy was actually excellent. I'd never even heard of the comic. Apparently. Oh.
Somebody's phone is on.
Somebody's talking to the Rahanar, I bet you.
I think they got to take a drink on that.
Yeah.
I think so too.
But yeah, that was really good. Another one you might like, Yunfei, is that I watched was Russian Doll. If you like,
I have seen that. I haven't watched it yet.
It is
it
foul. It's a foul-mouthed version of what New Yorkers are really like. But once you get past
there's a foul-mouthed version.
They're like the hippie yuppie kind of thing. It really goes into what it's like living in Soho. Some of the people in it, like, they're so over the top, it doesn't seem like they're real. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's absolutely New York. But the premise of the like weird Groundhog's Day kind of thing, or for those of you into the horror genre, what's that movie? What's that movie we want to see the second one of, Sib? Where the girl gets killed every day.
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, it's like that. So it's one of those reset timeline things, and it's actually, and what's weird is it's only like 26-minute episodes. It's short. It's like a mini thing, but it's really good. I liked it.
Okay, yeah, that keeps popping up on my list.
It's very interesting. I after the second episode, I was totally hooked. Just like burn through it. Of course, at 26 minutes for 8 episodes, it didn't take long.
Yeah,
but, very good stuff. So, and you also been smashing.
Yep.
Smashing.
Terribly.
But, yeah. Me, I finished God of War. Boy. Oh man, that was fucking great. I love good stories, and man, they really outdid themselves with that. And also, it didn't hurt that every time I heard him talk, Christopher Judge, the guy that voiced Kratos in this, we met him once. He was super sweet.
He was super awesome.
Yeah, he's a really nice. He plays Teal'c on Stargate SG-1.
Him. I love him.
Yeah, big, bulking black guy. I mean, manly man, and he's just got that. He's got such a.
He's got that deep baritone, bro.
Man.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but we got him to sign. He signed one of our Stargate posters along with. Actually, I forgot I got that signature, and he's passed away. The guy that played Teal'c's mentor, I have his autograph, and he passed away recently. It was really sad to see.
I know what you're thinking.
I forget his name though. He's an older guy, pockmarked face.
Yep, and you're going to go see how much it's worth.
Oh no, I wouldn't sell it. I've got they're all on one picture, so I wouldn't even do that. No. I got it for myself. I didn't get it for sell. Come on, Chaz. My kids can do that when I'm dead, and everyone's like, "What's Stargate?" But no, I've actually I've kind of been burnt out on the roleplay. I think I'm kind of just I want to still I like ESO. I'm just kind of not digging it right now. I don't know why. It's just kind of meh. So yeah, I had fun when Jazz and I roleplayed the other week, and I know we need to do that again. But then I got busy, so I didn't. But other than that, I don't know. I've just kind of been. It happens. I'm sure I'll come out of it eventually, but until then, other video games it is. So, Sib?
Yes.
You look nice today.
Uh-huh.
Hey, by the way, baby, happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary to
you too. It was our
too.
anniversary on the 13th, so. Which wasn't Friday the 13th when
guys.
we got married, but we got a massage. It felt awesome.
Did you get the massage downtown at the good spot?
No, actually, they've closed that place down twice.
Oh, they closed it.
No
What a
happy
travesty.
No happy endings for Ashen.
Yeah, no, I actually, I'm not even joking, Strafe. There's literally a place on the mail route next to me.
Yeah.
In our town. They've been closed down and raided twice for prostitution. The first time they closed it down and they had arrested everybody.
Those places are notorious, man.
They opened it up in the same location with a different name and the same people, and it happened again.
We have for real massage this time.
Changing anything? It's like, guys, come on.
We
closed down. We are now Dragon Massage. Let's go. Nobody will know.
Jay the Exile, what's the address? Yeah, I bet you're. Nice. I'm pretty sure they just opened. At least this time, I think they reopened, but it's in a new location with a new name. So,
at least they're trying.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, but no, it was good. I love spending time with her, and we've been married for
8
years. 8. We are the worst. Seriously, the reason we're the best married couple is we're literally the worst married couple. You realize on our 5th year anniversary, we wanted to go to Vegas, and it was coming up. And we're like, we should do that. And our daughter said, "You guys realize this is your 6th year anniversary, right?" No. She went and checked the marriage certificate. Yeah, we missed our 5-year anniversary by a year.
We totally missed it.
Yeah, we bombed.
What's really sad is people were calling me, telling me, you guys have been married 8 years. I'm like, man, you are awesome, because I did not remember how long we've been married.
Mm-hmm. We are not
wishing us happy anniversary. I have no idea how long we've been married. They're like 8 years. I was like, oh, nice to know.
Well, see, it's kind of like I think marriages are a lot like kids. When you get to the second one, you're like, we've done all that gooey stuff. Can we just have a good time and enjoy each other's company now? I mean, if it stays out past midnight, we already did that with the first one. This marriage, as long as it comes home, just come home.
And not at 4 o'clock in the morning, right?
Right. Hey, as long as if there was that day you went out with somebody to the casino, but she came back with more money than she left, which makes it okay.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Baby, I rolled large. I got snake eyes. Mama's getting some new stockings.
I was in so much trouble.
Oh, and I didn't even have to get onto her or anything. Her staying up until 4 in the morning was enough punishment because she was completely worthless the next day.
I'm old.
We're too old to stay up till 4 a.m. Oh, my God. This is why we can't game. Like, you remember Jazz? Remember back when EverQuest 2 came out almost 15 years ago? We could stay up till 3, 4 in the morning, roleplay.
5. Yeah.
And be fine.
She stayed up past 5. I'm not saying how I know this. I'm just saying I know this.
And you're in the same boat, Strafe, because you would do that, and you'd wake up the next day and you'd be right as rain. If you did that,
that's why I'm saying I don't know how I know this.
Yeah, if you do that now, you're calling in sick to work.
You're
going to feel sick, and you're not going to be able to go to work.
And I have toughed it out. But dude, you were zombie mode, and you're spacing out your desk, and you're completely worthless. No bueno.
I know I'm not the only one driving. and then you get to wherever it was you're going, and you have no recollection of the last 20 minutes and how you got there, and if you've actually killed anybody. I know I'm not alone. Well, maybe you.
Oh, no. I have totally
I know you and
accidentally
Faye, you don't
stayed
drive,
up
but, you know.
a couple of times.
When I did, I remember that.
Yeah, that's the zone out, autopilot.
The only time that happened to me on the road, I worked all day Friday. I jumped in my Chevy. I drove 4 hours north and west to where my dad resides. Hint, pro tip, it's a state penitentiary. Was there at 3 a.m. Was the first one online on Father's Day because it was going to be a madhouse.
Right.
Got in before everybody like a boss. Saw him for 3 hours. And then drove 4 hours back south. At some point, I ran a couple of red lights and didn't realize I did it. And I had to pull over, get coffee. And I'm not sure how I got back to my little town down here by H-Town. I just woke up the next day going, did that really happen? Did I really go see Dad? Or was that my dream? Was that a dream?
Like, at that point, it's like, did I see him or did I just really hope that I had and now I think I did?
He called me Sunday. He's like, hey, I'm sure glad you made it. And I was like, oh, hey.
Oh, thank God it actually happened. It wasn't a hallucination.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was terrifying. Don't do that.
So how about anybody else? Anybody else have anything? Sib, Strafay, I don't remember if I got to you yet or not. I'm just kind of.
All I did, I was in Fallout. Yeah.
We're all to the Fallout, Sibbies.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Fallout. It's so much fun.
You're not alone. Indigo Jules, they got it, I guess, because they were yakking about it so much, and he's like, this is a lot more fun than it's supposed to be. All the reviews are stupid.
Surprise, surprise.
I actually found him in game tonight.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and teamed up with him for just a little bit because I didn't have a lot of time before the show, but I did team up with him, and we ran around, and he showed me his camp.
Everyone's always so proud of their camp.
He's got one of those new alcohol makers, the Ferminators.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw a video on those.
I need to do the quest to get one, but no, we were gonna go. I was gonna go help him, but because of the show, I had to head out. So
yeah,
I told him I'd be back.
I saw that too on your screen that you had the Angel of Strafay give his holy blessing upon you with not one but two scorched beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, when I'm not online, she's got to take the curse.
Someone's got to take that cross, and apparently it's her.
I'm starting to think it's me, Strafay.
No,
think it's
really not. You hung out with me too long. This is what happens.
It's rubbed off. Yeah. Ooh, that doesn't sound right.
Because we were up at Sugar Grove, and never seen a scorched beast there before. Never.
When you have three of them swoop down at you at the same time, then you know the curse is real.
I was there, okay? But no.
Oh, you were. That's why you got the curse.
Me and Indigo Jules were going to Sugar Grove because of his quest. And we're walking along, and we're fighting the robots. And next thing you know, here comes a scorched beast. And I'm like, what is it? And then next thing you know, here comes another one. And I'm like, oh, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I was like, okay, maybe it's not Strafay. Maybe it's me.
Or maybe it's like Captain Planet. With your powers combined, you guys are going to summon like a Scorch Beast King or something.
I don't know.
Just get
I'm not surprised, but yeah, it was just funny because I was like, okay, where's Strafay hiding? Is he hiding in the bushes over there? Get out the bushes, Strafay.
I was playing every once in a while, but no one was on, so I don't know what happened there.
I played with my husband briefly, so
yeah,
we ran him around and harvested to get him used to how it works, and I gave him some tips on how to not get nommed. I made him some armor, Yeah,
I know Sib's been out for a while, last couple days at least. We've anniversary, baseball games, work, usual garbage that keeps us from having fun.
Yeah,
little things. So sorry about that. I have phlegm. One real quick thing I actually want to point out to everybody, because coincidentally the day coincides. 20 years ago today, EverQuest was released.
Oh, gee, I feel old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell me about
March 16th, 1999. This actual day.
Wow.
It was released. And Brad McQuaid, All those guys who McQuaid is now working on Pantheon. He's the guy behind that. I also did Vanguard, which we don't talk about that one.
I never played Vanguard.
Yeah.
Gormal's home game.
Neither did most people.
Yeah.
It was
EverQuest 1, that is.
Oh yeah, EverQuest 1. That's 20 years old. That game's still going.
It is.
And given what the feelings I have about their current owners, notwithstanding, that was my first MMO, and it definitely holds a very nostalgic and special place in my heart because I've tried to play it since then, and that game's fucking hard. I couldn't figure out the quest system.
Yeah. You play Project 1999, and it is hard as balls, bro.
Yeah, even if their progression servers, like I got to the first quest guy, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right, I had to like type out how to do the quest guy and hit the certain keywords and stuff, and I
will find said word in quotations.
Yeah, it's like,
and hope to God that they
and then
the next
yeah
quest drop, he spawns the next thing of text, and God forbid you misspell something.
Yeah, or you do the part where it actually doesn't progress the quest, but it loops back on the repeat dialogue part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kill Knowles and turn in teeth. You'll be all right until 20.
Yeah. Turn in
those kicking snakes.
Yep, kicking snakes.
Kicking fish.
What was it? Short Sword of Yiksha.
Short Sword of Yakesha. Yes, sir.
That's it, Yakesha. I always said it wrong. But was it selling dwarven belt, or was it orc belts to the dwarves for a solid piece of gold?
Flowing silk sash, my friend. Flowing black silk sash.
Flowing black silk sash. Cloak of Flames, looking to buy.
Yep.
Sow, please. All those great things. How I mined for fish. That one might have just been an idiot player, but still. But yep, EverQuest 1, 20 years, kind of. It was not the great grandfather, but definitely the grandfather of modern day MMOs. I mean, even World of Warcraft, the guys that made that, in an article I was reading today on it, they freely admitted that they took a lot of inspiration and mechanics from EverQuest to put into WoW, and and then they single-handedly destroyed the entire genre. But that's beside the point. Well, it's not their fault. It's the fault that they did something good and then everybody else just tried to copy it instead of innovating better. But that is another episode I have in mind, so we'll skip that. So congratulations, EverQuest. Really difficult.
You're almost legal.
Yeah. Well,
You're almost legal.
Technically legal, just can't drink yet.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, depending on the state, legal for a good 6 years.
6 years?
I don't know. Alabama, I assume.
No. 18 or 9. I think 18's the lowest and 19 is the typical.
All our Alabama listeners, I know. It's not about them being young. It's about them being related.
That's Arkansas.
Whatever.
Oh, no.
All right, so on to the game. So what we have here is I saw this on the Chive. It's a list from a place called dictionaryofobscuresorrows.com. Check it out if you're interested in it. It's just got a lot of really strange words and weird definitions that go along with them towards feelings or certain realizations that people have in life that I didn't realize had words that went with them. So it was fun. I found it interesting, and then coincidentally trying to think up another different game to make us have to drink that didn't involve either the words RP or roleplay, which apparently last year got Jazz completely fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not saying that. Wasted. I'm still not saying that word this day.
He still has nightmares, wakes up twitching. So what we're going to do is I've got 23 of the words here, and I've got the words in our outline so that we can see the word, but I have the actual definition. They're whited out, so I have to highlight it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over, I'm going to say the word, and we'll all try to figure out maybe what it means. And if you actually get it right, you get nothing. The part where you have to drink is, okay, and this is going to be up to each of you, depending. I'm going to have you go high or low. If you've had the feeling, you take a drink, or if you haven't had the feeling or realization, you take a drink. And I'm going to let each one of you guys decide which one you want to do. Do you want to have to drink when you've had this feeling or realization, or have a drink when you haven't had this feeling
When
or
you have it.
realization?
When you have it.
I tell you what, I'm just going to take the drink. I'm confused.
So,
Or that.
So Jazz is when you have it. Sib?
Haven't or have.
Mm-hmm.
I will say haven't.
Haven't.
No, I'll say have.
Okay,
Have.
so have. So 2 halves. Strafe?
Have not.
Have not. And you?
Because he has to be opposite and annoying.
Have.
Okay. And I'll let you guys, I would say majority vote, but there's only 4 of you. Decide which one, because I've seen a few of them. Honestly, I don't, looking over the words, I don't remember a single damn definition. But I'll let you guys choose have or have not for me. Which one do you guys want me to do?
You go with Stray. Have not.
Have not?
Yeah.
Is that everyone good with that? I'll be with Strafe. So what we have here is boys against girls. Is that really
Bro code.
how we work this up?
Why not?
Okay, sure. Guys versus girls. So we are, if we haven't had the...
Where's that lousy Kishmas when we need a man with
Right.
even the odds?
Hey, listen. Listen.
Listen.
Listen.
He's there in spirit, man.
Hey,
there in spirit.
listen.
Oh, gosh, no.
Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Wet my whistle. All right, so for going forward, girls have had the feeling because girls have feelings, and guys have not had the feeling because we don't use our brain or our emotions, and that actually kind of tracks. It's actually,
I remember it differently, but hey, I'll go with that.
if you say so. So, all right, so the very first word we have here is sonder. Any guesses? Anybody?
You know, you read the description,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember it.
Exactly.
So, no. I'm going to go with, like, a feeling of nostalgia. Because I think I remember that much.
Okay, feeling.
She's
of
hooked on the feeling.
See, I'm going to go with that thing you do when you have a hot piece of metal and you make another hot piece of metal attached to that first piece of metal. That's what
That's
I think.
soldering. That is not the same
I'm pretty
thing.
sure I'm right.
Okay.
Sonder.
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 If it helps, it's a noun.
Hmm.
I assume that's what the ends mean at the start of them. I'm not,
Definitely not saunter. That's a
no,
whole
it's
different
not
deal.
saunter, no, which is something I do naturally.
I don't want to know, bro.
Only in the high heels.
Oh, Sibs, no.
Any other guesses?
Sonder.
Sonder.
You know, this does illuminate. It's completely off topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time I jump in drag in 76 just to make Sibs laugh, she gets an insane kick out of it. Now I know why. It's also clear now.
Hey, I mean, if you've got the legs and the
I like
ass,
to
right?
take pictures.
I mean,
She likes to
you're
take
kind of right,
pictures.
Ashton.
Oof.
You're kind of right. She does.
I'm a watcher. What can I say?
Oh, girl, me too.
Voyeur. All right.
That would be voyeur, but that's okay. So saunter, right? I saunter. Sorry.
Sonder. All right. All right. So apparently it means the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own,
So reality.
basically. Well, on an individual basis. Like, most people go, I really do think, because I've had that realization, so which is why I don't have to drink, because I've actually had this one, where you realize just seeing people at, like, I think I was at, like, a McDonald's, and, like, all these people have, who knows what shit's going on. It's just as complex, and they're 24 hours a day, or, you know, thinking.
That happens in the office when I see everybody dragging. I'm like, you guys didn't have your coffee this morning. Yeah, I was up to 3. I was like, I know that feeling, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. So, okay, so I've actually had that. So what about you, Jazz? Have you come up to
Yeah,
that?
totally.
So you're having a drink. Sib?
Yeah.
No.
No? All right, well, you don't have to drink. Strafe?
I've seen it in real life. Does that mean I have to drink?
No, because you picked haven't. So if you haven't had that feeling, that's when you and I drink. I've had this realization, so I'm
Well, I have, so I guess I have to drink, right?
No.
No.
It's
Nope.
you
Cool.
picked haven't.
I did. I'm confused. I'm drinking anyway.
You can still drink anyway. How about you, Faye?
Yeah.
I want to pick a different teammate. I'm just saying, can I pick another guy?
There is no other guy. It's the only penis in the room. Sorry.
Damn it.
Dang, that's
All
harsh.
All right, so the next one is Opia. O-P-I-A.
Opia.
Opia.
It's a noun.
It's a noun.
Just to be clear, it's not Opie from Andy Griffith's show, right?
No, it is.
Okay,
it is
good.
Not, it is not Opie. Opia.
I'm going to go with a feeling of euphoria.
Oh, that's
going off of the opiate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with jazz.
You gonna go with jazz?
That sounds good. I'm with jazz.
I'm gonna go with people that dress as Opie at conventions.
I'm going with Ashen.
They're an Opie. They're an opiate.
They're opiates. They want to be the opiate.
When I first heard it, I was thinking after Strafay said the Opie thing, I was like, well, maybe they're like,
oh,
Opie
weird.
fans.
Really?
Yeah. So this one is the ambiguous intensity of looking someone in the eye, which can feel simultaneously invasive and vulnerable. So
yeah, okay, I'm
when you get,
God damn it.
You look somebody straight in the eye, there's just, it is almost like a vertigo hits you kind of feeling, which, yeah, I've had that, where it's just strange.
You know what that's called? Love at first sight.
Love.
I think I was being chewed out by a teacher, and I just made intense eye contact with him.
Like,
and somewhere in the back of their brains, everything went quiet, and all they heard was, "I've been waiting for a teacher like you."
Or if you're in the Dresden Files universe, you are and it's a wizard. You will see into each other's souls.
I see.
Yeah. So, yep. So, girls, it sounds like jazz.
Yeah, totally did.
Yep. Uni.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I've had that. I've actually had that too. But since, again, Strafay, if you've had the feeling, you and I don't drink. It's only if we.
I have had the feeling, but she ran away, so I guess it wasn't real.
Well, I don't think it means love. It just means that it's an intense.
It's intense.
It was a very intense deal.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one, I'm just gonna butcher this one. Monocopsis. Hey, you think is that right? Monocopsis. I know two of you are at least.
Monocopsis. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Monocopsis. Okay, I think this is having one copsis.
Monocopsis?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what that means.
Like that little tailbone deal.
It's the love. It's the absolute love of monarchs.
I was gonna go with. You've got more than one cop pulling you over.
Oh, there we go.
That's funny.
Yeah, see, I think
I like that one.
It could also just be having only one chopstick, and they just misspelled chopstick.
I was gonna say it's like having only one mutton chop, or
that'd be terrifying.
You got a mono chop.
God, you're gonna go awful hungry with one mutton, man.
I'll tell you right there, Uni. I had to shave that one side because the burn hit real bad. But I tell you what, I saved the other mutton chop. Check it out.
Oh, this one.
It ain't even greasy.
I know this is one.
Different
a lot
mutton
of us.
chop.
A subtle but persistent feeling of being out of place.
Oh, so like my whole life. Got it.
Like everybody in roleplay ever.
Yeah.
Well, I have to take a drink too, but it's got to be water because I always feel out of place, especially around.
And
new
you shouldn't
people.
be drinking.
Yeah, that's why I drank water.
Oh.
Ha! All right, so this
I've been feeling that way since freaking kindergarten, man. So, hey, does that mean I got a drink?
No, dear.
Excellent.
You're not feeling it. I think we should just switch to if we feel it, we drink. That'd be much more funny.
No, if we don't feel... Okay. I got it. I think I got it.
Now, the rules are set in sand, so they can be changed at any moment. I'm pretty sure this one, unless I've sneezed on my screen, there's a little above that E, right, which makes it a Frenchy sound.
Yeah.
So this is ornament.
Yes.
Oh, I think I actually know this one.
That's when you set your ex on fire right after court.
Dang.
I think that would be excrement.
No. Emolument. I'm thinking Oh, no, wait, there's no M.
You're thinking immolation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and a capital murder.
Okay,
Yeah.
since Yunfei said she might actually, let's hear from Uni here. What you got?
I think so. I think it. How do I explain it?
With words.
It's
in English
feeling of like feeling
Use your words, Uni.
Your own future, and like you look back at yourself and everything you've done that has gotten you to where you are. Something like that. It's not a very good.
Okay, I just had a thought.
description, but-
Here's the thing: if you've had the feeling, but you actually guessed the word right, you don't have to drink. That's your reward. How's that?
Oh, good, because my cheeks are really tingling.
It's okay. We're only on number 4.
Yeah, well, I'm on my 3rd drink, so.
Yeah, Oniment.
Cheap date activate.
Ennomint. I'm just gonna say it's when you're in a monument. I don't know. I really don't. It's the feeling of being in a monument.
An emolument?
Yeah, a monument. You when you're in like the I don't know, Lincoln thingy.
Can we just say it's like in a moment? Like you're having a moment?
Could
Right?
be. As good as any. All right, let's see what it is. It is the bittersweetness of having arrived here in the future, where you can finally get the answers to how things turn out in the real world, but not being able to tell your past self. You're actually pretty close.
Oh, I was pretty close.
Nice.
I would say close enough not to have to drink.
I would
I've
agree.
actually heard that one somewhere before.
Huh. So they're not completely made up bullshit like I
And
really
this
thought.
is the last 2.
I would say that having not been arriving at my future yet, I'll have to take a
But
drink.
tomorrow is the future for today.
Right, but this one, to me, that makes it sound like I'm like way in the future, like I'm an old
No, I
guy.
mean like something that happens to you when you were a kid. And you made choices and decisions, and then now you look back and you're like, oh, this is
I
what
wanted
was
to be a
gonna happen.
rainbow growing
I
up.
thought that was called regret.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
think that's kind of the same thing. But, we'll go with a fancy word. How's that sound?
Yeah, I wanted to be a rainbow when I was a little kid, like 3 or 4. I thought I could grow up to be a rainbow. I always pictured myself with like boots on the end of a rainbow on either side.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to be a mermaid, and everyone kept telling me I couldn't be. And now I look at people like Mermaid Melissa, and there's ladies out there actually doing it.
Yeah,
See,
I know,
I just
right?
wanted to be-
living with it.
What?
I just wanted to be He-Man when I grew up, and I grew up and I realized I was Skeletor. I mean, I don't know how that happened.
Well, that and you had more than 4 cells of animation, so you could.
Well, yeah, that's true. I had,
So-
yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask now. What's Mermaid?
I'm looking
Melissa?
it up. I'm looking it up.
Look up Mermaid Melissa.
Well, for our audio listeners that aren't in front of a computer, what's Mermaid Melissa?
I follow her on
Her name is
Facebook.
Melissa. Keep up with it.
Yep.
Wow, Jazz.
She's a
You
lady who
should
has-
go into radio.
She has a
It's only going to get worse.
silicone mermaid tail. I believe it's
Oh,
made
it's
out
like
of.
she's like a cosplayer kind of a thing.
Sort of, yeah, but like this lady can hold her breath for like 5 minutes.
Holy shit!
Like she's trained herself, and she does shows for people. People
So
will
what you're
hire
saying
her
is
to
she's
do
got a
like
huge pair of lungs.
yes.
She's got
yes, she does.
she's got the Aqualung perk from Fallout 4. Gotcha.
Right, the aqua lung. Huh.
Sweet.
All right. Well, that's cool. I mean, I learned something new. Okay, so the next one, number 5, Valakor.
That sounds like some dude's name I knew.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Beat me to it.
we've RP'd with this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've RP'd with this guy.
he was not
Valakor.
on my favorite list from EQ2.
No.
I'm pretty.
He was a nice guy when he wasn't surrounded by a willing pussy. Then he was,
Was that a technical term, Jazz?
yes.
Just checking.
That's actually the
I'll bet you
science.
it's in this fucking list. You wait.
That's the scientific definition of it.
Yes.
So Valakor, guy we've all role played with, I think, is the main answer.
I'm gonna say
Valakor.
complete douchebag, but hey, that's just me.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's the character.
The
I'm just-
ability to be a complete douchebag. There you
yes,
go. That's
I'm
what
going with Jazz.
Okay, so it's actually the strange wistfulness of a place infused with the passage of time, like an old bookstore.
That's so
I
not
see.
him.
I was gonna
that's
say, why did he
so
name
not what I
himself
thought it
that?
was.
Yeah, that's
Hey Jazz,
I don't
I need a
know.
name. I'm just gonna look up names. Oh, Valakor, that sounds great.
yeah,
that sounds hot.
it's literally.
I'll do that.
I think the only difference between this word and his name was one less L.
Yeah.
No, his was VAL, not VELL.
Okay. So, so I guess like old bookstores, old buildings, like from I guess if you've been to one of the coasts where they like Boston or something, perhaps, or.
When I was in the Netherlands, I felt that very strongly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or old European towns, maybe.
Yeah.
Whenever whenever I've watched or looked at pictures of like Rome, the really old section of Rome, you know, I get this weird sensation that I've been there before. It freaks me out, so then I don't look at it. But
yeah,
I definitely like when you go to those places that are like from pioneer days.
Mm-hmm.
The Alamo.
Yeah, like you walk in these places that are restored, and you walk around and you can like almost feel it. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I will have to say I've never had it personally, like in a place I've been, but looking at like the pictures of like the old Japanese buildings that have been, or Great Wall of China or in China.
Oh yeah,
those things that have been there for literally thousands of years. And it's just hard to believe that the Sphinx and Egypt and all that stuff. It's hard to imagine. That's actually right there. That's actually would be a good emotion, like in roleplay too, because all those old, like a good real. Oops, what did I do? Someone did something.
So my grandparents lived in a house that was built in the 20s, and it always felt kind of weird and kind of cool, kind of wistful.
Yeah.
Because I'd look at the architecture and it was totally different from everything else. It's like this was built before the Great Depression. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yes.
You just got that feeling that this is an aged building. I don't know what I can't really explain it.
Yeah. No, it's called Valacor.
Oh yeah, apparently. I can't say it because I keep thinking of douche nozzle from EQ2.
Thinking of.
No, I've had some really spooky experiences when I go to really old places that have been restored. And granted, I've never left the country, so I can't really say beyond like ghost towns and stuff. But I know one place I went to this place, and it was just outside of a cemetery when we were walking, and they were like, "Now this is a very special place." And I leaned over to my husband at the time and said, "Do you hear the screams, or is it just me?" And he just looked at me and said, "Shut up." I'm like, okay. And it turned out that like 30 people were gunned down there was Indians.
One of those places that like
tales of the
but
tales
I
of the
could
Jazzy.
hear it. It was like really far away, but I could hear it, and it was freaking me out. And I thought it was like something they were doing on purpose, like speakers?
like old speakers somewhere far away. Okay, so
right. They were doing it on purpose, and they weren't. No one heard it but me. It was really, really disconcerting.
This Tales of the Jazzy brought to you by Bognar.
No, these tales are brought to you by Cabernet Sauvignon. Let's see.
You didn't go with the Mexican wine this time, huh?
No, this is F. Stephen Miller, Old Vine Zinfandel.
What did Stephen Miller ever do to you? Tell him to fuck off like that? Really?
As long as it ain't tequila, darling, here it makes your clothes fall off. I'm just saying.
This is Lodi wine, which is similar to Cabernet Sauvignon. So, yeah.
Well,
that's who this is brought to you by.
Them some fancy words, Ashton.
As we're beginning to circle the drain, just
that sounds like white people wine, but what do I know? Rich white folks.
Wrong.
All right, so next one sounds. This one actually sounds like a disease. Rubetosis.
Rubetosis.
Yeah.
And it's a noun.
The fear of when your parent came to you as a kid and they had the Robitussin in the spoon. That's what I'm going with.
Before the flavors.
Rubetosis.
I totally thought Strafay was going to go a different direction with that. I thought he was going to say the fear of when your parents come to you and say, "Do you know about the birds and the bees?"
Oh,
oh no.
I'm going to say rubetosis is what happens after you have had a fun night and played round the world, and then you breathe on somebody.
I think if you pronounce I think if you pronounce it rubetosis, this is the continual problem anybody that's ever met Michael Jackson has as a young person.
Oh, geez.
That's so ignorant. Why would you say that? That's so ignorant. That's so wrong.
Yeah. So, anybody else? Rubetosis? It really does
all I can think of is arthritis for some reason.
Right.
Fear Robitussin. I'm sticking with it. Because that stuff was terrifying.
Oh, God help me. I may have to mute myself soon.
What was it, Chris Rock? Just rub some tussin on it. Scrape your knee, just put some tussin in it. It's the unsettling awareness of your own heartbeat.
Oh, so you're like terrified. You can feel it
What
beating
is
in your
like-
chest.
This what was that? What's that? Like the quietest room in the world where they say people go crazy, which they don't.
Yeah,
but they
I've
can,
actually,
they
yeah.
can hear
I mean,
their blood in their heart.
I actually
beating
went
loudly.
into a room like that, and it was the most. And they were freaked out because I laid there and was like, "This is
nice.
amazing," and I just laid there and like drifted to sleep, and they were flipping out because most people like get upset.
Yeah, they get claustrophobic almost. And I watched.
Yeah,
the
and
video
I was
the
just
guy
like,
stayed in there for
wow.
like a couple. He
I
stayed
like
in there
almost
for a
got
couple
high
hours,
off of it.
yeah.
It was fantastic. You couldn't hear chewing. You couldn't hear people sneezing or snorting or sucking on their snot or any of that stuff. All you could hear is your own heartbeat, and it was.
I've heard some people complain because they can also, like, when they move, they could hear like the
Yes, you
grinding
can hear
and
your
clicking
bones
of your
moving and stuff, but I was
joints.
laying
Yeah.
really still,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to listen to that. But I was just like,
Because otherwise, it
Wow,
would have
this
sounded
is
like
awesome.
a popcorn machine, right?
yeah.
Well, boss, it's happened.
Hear my fat sloshing around on my body. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
You heard it here, folks. She just admitted she's certifiable, but we love her
I
anyway.
am,
that
but
is-
we know that already.
Yeah.
Who didn't know that?
We've known her
Quick,
way too
show
long.
of hands. Who didn't know that? I want to see.
We don't have.
What?
I don't have. Camera's not.
This is
working.
Radio Land. They can only see Ashen.
Raise your hand, anyone?
No.
Imaginary hand.
Imaginary
Imaginary hand.
All right. So number 7,
Nobody raised
Cannot-
their hand.
canopsia. With a
That
K.
also sounds like a disease.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
It does.
That sounds like something you get from that place that was closed down locally
Canopsia.
twice.
That's what
Okay.
happens after you punch someone in the face.
I tell you what, Ashen, man, we were down walking in the woods. Old Bert, he caught that fish, and that fish jumped up, hit him in the face. He walked away with that necopsia, man. It was it was
Canopsia.
real bad.
Canopsia.
That's right.
I think it's what it's a cyclops named Ken.
I'll go with that. That's a good one.
Right. Okay. All right. So canopsia. Let's see here. Gotta highlight it. The eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that's usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned and quiet.
Oh, like urban exploration.
Yeah, I've. Okay, so do we switch that we all drink if we've had the feeling now? I think we're just gonna do that because it gives me.
Yeah, why not?
That was a really gross sound. Don't make that again.
Whew.
I hate you so much right now. Just, you know.
But yeah, I've definitely had that one. I love those. Like was it Dan Bell? This is Dan Bell. He does that
Yes.
urban exploration of the old malls and stuff like that.
Yep. I
Yeah.
watched The Proper People. There's 2 guys. That's pretty excellent as well.
I love those things. I don't know what's so fascinating about that. I've always loved that, even as a kid.
It looks like Fallout, whatever.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
take your pick.
Okay. Marlborough Traurigkeit.
Mauer, Bauer, Trow, Riquet.
Oh,
Hey, you say supercalifragilistic, I'll say DXBL.
Traurigkeit.
Yeah,
Traurigkeit.
Heat.
I'm going to say that's a beefed up
Heat.
parakeet.
Heat.
I'm going to
Mauer,
say-
Bauer, Trower, Heat.
Okay. I'm going to say that is the name of the Beach Boys in Portugal.
The name of the Beach Boys, what?
It's German, so...
Clearly it's true.
Okay. It's the name of the Beach Boys in German.
Okay.
Thank you, Jess.
Traurigkeit.
Mauer, Bauer,
I actually think this is... I'm going to go
I'm
with...
just drinking.
This is actually not one word. This is the name of
Okay.
the Lost Jacksons. Mauer, Bauer, Trower, and Keat.
There you go. I agree with that. 100%. That's like a set of lawyers. There you go. That works.
What about you, Yudi?
Mauer, Bauer, Trower, Righeit.
Righeit.
Righeit. Yes.
Righeit?
I looked up how to pronounce
Why,
it.
why did saying it like that? It feels like somebody should be holding their right arm up in the air at the, straight out. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god,
You broke uni.
dude, I have no idea.
Okay,
She's
yeah, 'cause
broken.
there's
No
Somebody
idea.
help her.
there's no way. Okay. Oh, this is one I think a few of us have felt. The inexplicable urge to push people away, even close friends who you really like.
Oh, totally.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Guilty
my
as
God.
charged.
so fucked up, and I'm normally on 8.
Number 8 out of 23, Jazz.
Hey, say that fun word again.
Mauer,
Bauer, Trower, Ig.
No, from earlier. Now it's all good. It's over now.
Juska.
Okay. Juska.
Juska.
Russian.
Juska.
Juska. It's a form of dance.
It's what you get from a juicer.
That's what happens when Jazz is too sloshed.
Do the Juska. Do Juska. Do.
It's a dance. It's a dance. I like it.
Is that dance young and sweet and only 17?
Jazz, you could dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
She could totally leave her friends behind.
But if friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, they're no friend of mine. Yeah.
A hypothetical conversation that you compulsively...
Hypothetical? Did you just say hypothetical?
Yes, and then I corrected myself, you drunken lush. A hypothetical conversation that you compulsively play out in your head, and oh my god, do I do this all the time.
Yep.
Any conflict or confrontation I might have, or roleplay session even, I play out as many various roads and paths that I
probably need to drink this whole cup of wine because I do that.
You know when you can take
day.
you can take sips too. You can actually sip it.
I have been. Ridiculous.
No, she's trying to get drunk. That's what she's trying to do.
How can I take sips of Patron and I am fine? Wine, man, is
because
bad. I should have brought in Patron.
Jazzy and Vino Veritas. That's all I'm going to say, darling.
Oh my god, not okay. Drinking.
All right. Other than sounding like a video game I played on the NES, Chrysalism.
That's what happened to Xanis.
That is what happened to Xanis. He turned into a giant ruby chrysalis.
Yes.
Wow.
He turned.
I remember it well because my character insulted him.
Pretty butterfly.
Not as much as the butterfly. I definitely got punched in the face.
So
though.
he became an Aerosai?
Yes.
Did he become
very tall? Once they put wings in the game, it actually did happen like that. Technically, he came back with black wings. So Chrysalism. People that love Chryslers.
That sounds like a word of isolation.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chryslers. It's people that love. It's those people that are like fucking like, oh, Chrysler's the best car ever.
It's the art of loving butterfly.
I like to listen to drunk jazz.
Actually, that's not terrible. I know it's completely wrong, but the amniotic tranquility of indoors indoors during a thunderstorm.
Really?
That's great.
Huh. That's a weird word for that.
That is a weird word for that. But I actually have.
Well, I guess it makes sense Oklahoma, because when you're in a chrysalis, you have to watch everything that happens outside. So
yeah, you're cocooned in your house like a chrysalis.
Yeah, it's being cocooned in your house. I like that.
That one has, in no way whatsoever, has anything to do with roleplay. Can't even be connected to it. We need more German compound words. No, Jay, I think we're good on. Unfortunately,
no, I think that other one was bad enough.
Vimodelin. This one sounds Scandinavian. Vimodelin. Hey, you would like some chocolate? Yes, you would like.
It's
blonde?
Weird, yes.
Vimodelin. It is the ancient Swedish art of making chocolate and Swiss watches.
Really? That's a thing?
Wait, making chocolate in Swiss watches?
That's just my guess. I just made it sound like I was reading
Vimodelin. I would believe anything at this point.
I also like that you missed over the fact that I called it swish washes.
Swish washes?
I can't say
because I totally translated it.
I can't say
it's the feeling that you get when you are actually right and you have to still say you're wrong for your husband's fragile ego.
I think it's when
somebody's projecting.
I think it's when you watch Babylon 5's Delenn on Vimeo. Yeah. Okay. Oh
like
my God.
verklempt, but close. You know?
I like the Swiss watches with the chocolate inside. I'm going with that.
Okay, this one's got a paragraph. The frustration of photographing something amazing when thousands of identical photos already exist. The same sunset, the same waterfall, the same curve of the hip, the same close-up of an eye, which can turn a unique subject into something holy and pulpy and cheap. Or hollow, pulpy, and cheap.
That's a stupid word.
Holy, yeah, I know.
Holy pulpy and
But you know,
Hollow, not holy.
I know, I corrected
Hollow.
it. Hollow.
Do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's
I'm
what
drinking
it's
as
all
much as you
about.
are, and I'm still reading. So
Well, I read very fast, and I
I'm just
type
not reading
very
very well.
No, you read terribly. You should work on that.
I should, but unfortunately, I don't have to.
He is the boss, and he gets
so
his boss privilege.
I actually kind of like that one because this is the same. This is that shit conversation, Jazz, you and I had about foodies taking pictures of their garbage food that they didn't make.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a shit? There's 5,100 other people on Instagram taking a picture of the same fucking burger from the same place. It's not special. You're not special.
Agreed.
Now, I did like the picture you took of your little chihuahua peeing. That was actually
that was
special.
fantastic,
That was-
wasn't it? God,
it was-
he was irritated
I-
with me. Now,
I
in
love
my...
the look on his face like,
I know.
You bitch.
Really? He's just like, really? Because, I was trying to focus on his face, and then I zoomed out, and I realized he was peeing, and I snapped it, and he was just looking at me with this...
He really had that squinty-eyed chihuahua bitch
Yeah.
look on
What
his
are you
face.
doing? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Well, to go with your story and make you feel better, I was looking outside to see what our dog Spanky was doing, and he was dropping cable. So, that was adorable. Anecdouche.
the
That
idea.
is the
Antecedent-
douche you give a whore.
Is it Jazz, you're the expert in reading. How did you say that?
Okay. Okay, here, I'll do this for you.
Anecdoche.
Anecdote.
Anecdoche.
Anecdote.
Anecdoche. That sounds like something you order at Starbucks.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
I think I know what that one means too, but I'm not sure.
Dango, make it a Vinny.
Then give it a try, girl. Let's hear it. Brainy one, I want to hear it.
I think, well, if it's based on the word anecdote,
Mm-hmm. That's what I
then
thought too.
it would have something to do with like the feeling of talking to other people, but like talking about things that don't matter.
So basically, this show, this is literally a word about this entire show. This is what you're telling me. They actually had a word for. I should have just called this. It's RP Anecdoche. Let's see. A conversation which everyone is talking, but nobody is listening. So still kind of like this show.
Yeah, kind of like the show.
Still actually, you weren't right. But tavern RP at a lot of times. Everybody's talking, but nobody's listening.
That's
Politics.
Politics, there you go.
Yeah, that works.
Everybody, talkie, like little barking dog, but nobody listening.
Everybody wants to say something, but they don't actually want to hear what anybody else has to say.
Right. They just want to say it to the room and have the
Right.
response
I mean,
be
like,
a vacuum.
I will read the comments, and then I will decide if no one has said anything like what I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will say something. But I think most people just
Off the cuff
type. They don't read anything, and they just post their opinion. And so there's 10 people with the same opinion, and you really could have saved yourself by saying ditto or just not posting.
Or just liking it.
Yeah, or liking it or saying, yeah, good job.
See, I did that recently. What was it? Something Jeb Bush had said about, like, I guess, I don't know if it was about the Democrats or the Republicans. It's coming up election. And the only first thing I thought of and first thing I typed out was, please clap. I loved it. I've never felt more sorry for a politician that moment when he thought he had this rousing speech. Nothing. And he actually asked, please clap. That's one of the few
Poor
times
guy.
I felt bad for
I
Jeb
feel a
Bush.
little bad for him. Yeah.
I actually, whatever next intro we make, that's going in the intro because it's like the Bill O'Reilly moment of we're doing live when he loses his mind. I love it when people like that are supposed to be calm and collected just do something but stupid and embarrassing. And they always do it eventually. Everything you do in your life is video taped and recorded.
Yeah, we're all flawed, man. I mean, it is what it is.
So, all right. So, anecdoche. Now, this one actually sounds familiar. Ellipsism.
That does sound familiar. I know that one.
I don't know if it's like ellipses.
Ellipses, yeah.
Like, So
feels
maybe,
like you're running in circles. That's what I'm going
yeah,
with.
like your life is going in circles, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I'm thinking.
or it's when Ellie has a lisp.
No, it has to do with ellipses because ellipses are
Circles,
what are
right?
ellipses? Fuck.
Parallelipses
quite
are two
match.
ellipses.
Ellipses don't quite match.
Yeah. Okay.
They don't make like a 90-degree angle or anything. They're an ellipse.
Well, because nothing on this makes any fucking sense. Sadness that you'll never be able to know how history will turn out. I can honestly say I don't think I've had that thought.
No,
I have not had that thought, so you have to drink. Ha ha!
No, we switched. Remember,
You said we couldn't switch.
No, I said the rules.
we all switched, and you were like, "We should switch," and you started drinking like a
and
mad
I said
woman.
no. The rules were written in sand.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, shit.
Because I've been drinking every time, like with the rest of you. So, but yeah, that does.
Woo.
I really figured.
Hey, we're like halfway through. Awesome.
I figure once I'm dead, I really don't give a shit how history turns out. I mean, I hope it turns out well for my kids, but I mean,
I wonder sometimes what the people of the future will think of us when they dig up.
Oh yeah, I think of that too, and I'm gonna
when they dig up the internet.
Yeah,
these people destroyed themselves with feelings.
Yeah,
how bad?
What's that? I lost my train of thought.
That's the alcohol.
No, well, I've actually said the same way we look back. You know, like the reason I said this before, George Washington died was because instead of doing a tracheotomy to save his life and give him time to breathe, they used, which was a brand new procedure and unheard of at the time, and they called the man that wanted to do it a madman and would not let him do that on a former president of the United States. So instead they used leeches, and they bled him to death, basically. The same way we look at that and people drilling holes in people's head to let out the evil spirits is the same way people 100 years from now are going to look at us irradiating cancer patients until they practically die.
Oh, no, you're totally right. I mean, they're going to look at that in 100 years and be like, what were they thinking?
What? Yeah, how come they didn't know about the nanobots? Or whatever it was. It's just they're just gonna look. It's the same way we look at people. What was the other one where a hospital ward? There were two wards. There was the doctor section, and then there was the student section. And the death rate in the doctor section of mothers, new mothers giving birth, the death rate was almost 90%.
Yeah.
And the learning ward, it was I think like 1 out of 10. So it was literally 9 out of 10 chance you're gonna die, 1 out of 10 chance you're gonna die. And this crazy guy had this idea that it was because medical students weren't allowed to work with the cadavers and do autopsies, whereas the doctors did. And he found out that he had the theory that it was what would he call it? Bits of corpse were getting on the mothers as they were delivering, and that if they used his solution, which when they actually tried it worked, and he said, well, it's because you're killing off the bits of corpse. His solution was a simple water and chlorine mix, basically antiseptic. They called him a madman. They actually confined him to a mental asylum at the end of his life, and that's where he died. And later on, 30 years later, they discovered germs.
Yep.
So 30 years before the discovery of
persecution of the smart. There you go.
He had figured it out.
That's kind of like the whole thing where they write about how men wore a nut cup before they wore a helmet.
To be fair,
it's kind of the same thing. It's like getting the cart before the horse. It's really kind of funny.
Yeah, but I'll be honest. Getting hit in one of those actually hurts a great deal more than the other.
Well, yes, but the fact that men treasured their balls over their brains was really kind of funny. You got to admit, it's really funny.
But they still do, Jess.
I know they still do, but it's just funny because it's like, how could you not know?
It's amazing how
that
little,
was an important
as much
part
as
of your
some stuff
anatomy.
changes, how little other things do.
I wonder though, who thought that was a good idea? Let's put these dangly bits that are, by the way, the most sensitive part of the man, right here where he can sit on them all the time.
I know! How is that an evolutionary plus?
That's just
I want to know how evolution chose that. I mean, all I can think of is that he had 2 legs and that kind of protected it, maybe, but...
Just put them away. Then they'll be
I
safe.
know. Well, I mean, lizards do that.
They're
That's what's
lizards.
inside them.
And then
So, this anatomy hour brought to you by Drunk Jazz.
then everybody's a scaly. All right. So this one sounds Japanese. So, Kubiko.
Kubiko.
Quebico.
Cubico.
Kuebico.
The emotion involved when you play pool.
The emotion involved when you... That's a K, not a... Isn't the pool Q with a Q, actually? This is a K-U-E.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still the same thing. I mean, I'm just saying it's related.
Boy, Drunk Jazz sounds kind of saucy. It's the same thing. I was like, oh, yeah? Tell me more.
It's the same thing.
I think this is what happens when you
I have my own pool cue. Did you know that?
We know now.
I mean...
Yeah.
And when was the last time you used it?
Oh, God. Forever.
Right.
It's hidden somewhere in my closet, but it's like all wrapped up. It's a Viking. It's really nice.
I have no
used
idea
to play
what
with
she's saying.
it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked my pool cue. It was really...
Yeah, I had a friend that had one of those ones that he would actually
I have
bring
no
it, he
idea
would,
why
like,
we're talking
screw
about
it.
this, but it
Neither
just
do I.
seemed... Cubico just kind of sounds like a pool
like
cue
something
thing.
cool. I think it's what happens when you're something with a bike. I don't know. I have no idea. The state of exhaustion.
State of exhaustion inspired by an act of senseless violence, which... Well, I kind of
Which
stay in
forces you to
Cubico
reverse
then
your
like
image of what happened
24/7
in the
in the
world.
last 3 years.
Yeah. This is, yeah, I can see that.
I just kind of lived there for the last 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go get my fourth.
Yeah.
You gotta go get the fourth one. Yeah, I think everybo's had this, especially with modern news. I mean, no matter what side of anything you're on, something happens, you're like, well, I didn't think it could get any dumber, but there it is.
It got dumber.
The guy robbing the bank and didn't bother pulling on the door to find out it was unlocked before he broke into it. Which, by the way,
that
is a
was
fantastic
genius.
video. Or I think it was a convenience store, but still. Yeah, that one... I think that one that's a good character in role-play talking. That's like a good character turnaround moment when something... like a senseless act of violence, and you're watching people fight over whose dick is better, and you're like, I'm just done with
I believe
all of humanity
David
now.
Bowie wrote a song about that. Is there life on Mars? Look at the lawman arresting the wrong guy.
Where did we go from?
I don't know,
I'm
man.
not sure. I was just having a
to-
moment of silence for David Bowie.
I
I was
know.
going to say, I got lost in that just now.
Okay. Lachacism.
Listen to the song. You'll understand, Sibs.
Lachacism. Lachesism. Lachacism.
That is what happens when you use chains and locks in sex.
I'm going to
yeah?
say this is what happens. This is the act of people that look for the Loch Ness Monster.
Ooh, I like that one.
Did you say walkism or whatever it was?
Lockism.
Lack.
L-A-C-H.
Oh, lack. L.
Lackism.
Yeah, lackism.
Is that her W and I made
Or
it
it's the love of lacquer. I like that one too.
Okay.
It's people that like to sniff lacquer.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
the one. There you go.
I like that one.
Anybody got any other
I
isms?
had a guy in college that used to eat lacquer.
Yeah, that's that. Wow.
Oof. Okay. Wow. The desire to be struck by disaster, to survive a plane crash, to lose everything in a fire.
The desire? Who would
The
want to do
desire.
that? Okay.
Oh,
People that
No.
it's people that like to was it Munchausen? Like Munchausen.
Yeah.
People that are sick or Munchausen by proxy where they poison their kids to get the attention
Sympathy?
that comes from that.
Yeah, they're addicted
So-
to the fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Addicted to
Yeah.
the
Munchausen
sympathy
syndrome is
is a weird
really twisted and
Munchausen
by
by
proxy is
proxy
even
is
worse.
evil. Yeah, flat out evil.
I think I have the exact opposite of
You'd
that.
just be like,
Yeah.
I would like to go one
please
day with
don't
nothing
look at
going
me.
wrong.
There you go.
One day where everything goes perfect. 24 hours where I'm bored off my ass. Garibaldi. I've been watching Babylon 5 again, by the way, so that's some great speeches and quotes in that show. Really ahead of its time. Exolunasis. Exolunasis, I think. Exolunasis.
Something to do with an exorcism on the...
On the moon. It's an exorcism of the moon. I command you, foul cheese, to be gone in the name of Christ.
I got nothing on that.
And the thing is I went to church with people like that, and you just gave me a flashback. That was ugly.
Yeah, it's because every time I do it's one of my favorite old Far Side comics. It was a vacuum exorcist. He was like, he's got his hands on a vacuum cleaner. He's like, I command you, foul demons, to come out. And my neck just popped. Ouch. Oh, wow, paragraph. The tendency to give up trying to talk about an experience because people are unable to relate to it, whether through envy or pity or simple foreignness. And apparently, I actually whited out one of them completely, so it's not as long.
I see that.
It is 24. So when you're trying to tell a story to people, and I had this happen when anybody that talks about gaming or nerd stuff to non-gamers or non-nerds, you've probably gone through this, and you get that.
It's a bad idea to even try, folks. Don't go there. And this is the end of my third cup of wine.
Yep.
All right, when you try to talk sports to Ashen. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I am great with sports. Like the other day, Tristan, he plays baseball. So he got it. He hit the ball all the way into outfield, and they called him out for high sticking. And I was like, referee, that's a bullshit play. He was clearly in the end zone when he did that.
Dude,
I
that's
don't know what you
bad.
just said, but I bet it was pretty funny.
Terror bad. Terror bad.
Yeah, well, it's okay, because it turned out he was actually offsides, so it was all right.
Oh, my goodness.
All
Dude,
right.
no.
So the hidden one, making it 24, not 23, Andronitis, which I am pretty sure
Androgynous?
was the Greek god of androgyny. Andronitis.
Okay. How'd we get here?
I don't. That's the word, andronitis. It was the hidden one that I apparently whited out by accident.
Surprise!
Surprise, bitches! Just looking for that little muscly on paper, boy.
That's so good.
Get your fat ass back here, you pigly son of a bitch. Anyone? Androgyny? Are we just going to go with the Greek god of androgyny?
Yeah, it could be something like that. Like,
see, I had something, but only Unifi is going to understand it, so there's not even worth mentioning.
Jazz, get ready to drink.
Kill my children.
Frustration.
But I'll go ahead and say it anyway. It's completely nerdy.
Go ahead.
It is when the Androsynth give you the finger, leave Earth, and blow up half your star fleet as they do it, and jump to the Ada Vulpeculae system.
This is that game that you guys did last.
It's a Star Control 2, yes.
Okay. Jazz, get ready to drink. Frustration with how long it takes to truly know someone.
And there are many bubbles.
see, there's a strange word for that, too.
It is. Yeah.
Exolanesis. Oh, no, that's adron...
Yeah, we were on adronitis because it was hidden, apparently. I screwed that up.
How did you do that?
I whited it out by accident because it didn't activate the numbers next to it like it should have.
Good to know.
So andronitis.
Numbers activate.
Frustration with how long it takes to truly know someone. Can you ever truly know someone?
No.
Yes.
No. Not without killing them first, I say.
But only if you live with them and they have to depend on you for everything.
Yes. And even then, can you?
Because you don't know their insides. I agree with Ashen. You gotta be able to get inside.
Yeah, gotta
truly know the insides.
Really, you've kind of got to go full cannibal on them to really get to know somebody.
So we're talking about eating.
Yes. So next one, I think it's German. Rucken Huren he. Rucken run. Do run, do run.
Ooh.
Anybody?
Figure out how to...
Anybody want to try to? Rookin. I think just having an episode where we try to pronounce shit. You know,
Rookin-Run-Roo.
Rook-and-run-roo.
Rookin-Run-Roo. This is what happens when Scooby figures out it was old Mr. Quimby. Rookin-Run-Roo.
Rookin-Run-Roo.
Any translations there, translator Yunfei?
How to pronounce?
Rookin-Run-Roo. What was it?
Rookie.
Rookie.
Yeah.
Rookie. Okay. Well, there we go. It is actually the feeling of returning home after an immersive trip only to find it fading rapidly from your awareness, to the extent you have to keep reminding yourself that it happened at all, even though it felt so vivid just days ago. So basically just coming home from vacation, and it was fun.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That was a couple $1,000 down the drain. No, I actually
That was a fancy $1 word there, Ashen.
Mm-hmm. So, this one's actually 2 words. Notice Tolinus, which I'm pretty sure is the magical spell Gryffindor uses to win the cup.
Okay, I don't see a D in that last word.
Notice Tolinus.
You said toldness.
I said what now?
Toldness?
I'll tell you what, when you can pronounce what I said wrong, you can
Shut up, stupid.
Tell me about it.
Dang, she's getting violent.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's a magic spell.
Yeah, it's definitely a magic spell. Or it's... This is what happens when you don't pay enough tolls. You get a note from Notice Tolinus.
I'm gonna say this is what...
That's the company owned by Gormal Diaphragm. When you go across the bridge, you don't pay the toll.
I'm going to say this is what Gandalf said in Lord of the Rings to the Balrog when he wouldn't let him pass. But it's in
wizard talk.
Yeah.
It's the tiny part of the brain that decides that you actually enjoyed sex.
See, this is the.
Wait, that happens?
I knew we were going back to the gutter.
She's had one too many drinks, and so she's hanging out there.
I think.
Yeah.
I think that would actually be Nardis Tolinus.
Nardis? Tolinus.
Wolfgang man's got nards.
Okay, I'm reading this. I'm reading this.
Wolfman's got nards, dude. That's classic, Ash.
Our people are saying almost nothing. I think we've shocked them into
I know.
silence.
Like, these people are crazy. So crazy. Oh, so crazy.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
This is a noun. The realization...
Are you sure?
No, it's a noun.
Onism.
All right.
The realization that the plot of your life doesn't make sense to you anymore. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Have I had this one?
Drink.
Yes.
Okay.
All the time.
Folks.
I mean, somebody's drinking.
Drank.
Drank it.
Drinking.
Well,
I'm
and
drinking.
Talk about shit that correlates to roleplay.
Right there.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'll tell you what, there, Janice, my story after all this, the whole assassin thing, it don't make no dang sense. I think it's time to go good guy. I think that's what it means.
You gone Notice Tolinus.
That's right.
Notice
Tolinus.
All right, so number, I don't know what, 20, I guess it'd be 21. Onism. O-N-I-S-M.
It's what I feel about you. I own you, so I onism you.
Dang.
There we go.
See, I was going to say,
Awesome.
when you're playing Halo and you smoke the other team, you're like, you just got onism, suckers.
Yes. Onism, that feeling you get when you know you got it, baby. There you go.
I know somebody's got it.
I think it's actually Oniism, which is the act of being possessed by Japanese spirits.
Nandayo, Ashen. Nandayo.
The awareness of how little the world you'll experience, a frustration of being stuck. Oh my god! You know, that's why I have to drink every one of these words. I hate
my god.
So to finish it for those not not reading at home, the awareness of how little the world you'll experience, a frustration with being stuck in just one body that inhabits only one place at a time.
I want to be Toyana, damn it.
Yeah, where you exist in multiple levels of reality.
Mm-hmm.
Teleport around.
That's right, man. She was the perfect character.
Sadly,
She's a perfect something.
You are still an Onism. You only got the one body, and frankly, I think all of ours are breaking down slowly but surely.
Sadly, but true.
So, all right, next one, liberosis.
Oh,
When your
okay,
breath is so bad, you are limited.
It's
You
the
are released from your body.
I was gonna say it's when your liver. It becomes.
It's when your
It says no. It says no.
So
Yeah,
now is what you're
rebels against
saying.
you.
It's where we are right now. Got it.
Liberosis, it's the act of when your liver can't even pronounce its own self. I got liberosis.
Wow, I was going more hippie with
Hey, Gormal say liberosis is fine dish. You get liver
the
from half,
feeling
you
of
get liver from gnome.
exhilaration of running up the street naked or something like that.
It's like liberated.
There we go. I like that.
I think it's the act of becoming liberal. You have liberosis.
That's hey Uni. That's called we're going streaking.
We're going streaking.
Somebody's going streaking. Don't give Jazz ideas.
Oh,
come
I've
on
had
now.
this one.
That's bad.
I have kids in this house. I can't do
The desire to care less about.
Give her a
things.
glass of wine. She won't care anyway.
Oh,
I need that.
There's times
I
I
need
wish I
that.
cared less.
I do not feel that near enough. I don't have to drink for the first time. Awesome.
I need that. I need to not care less. I need to care
Yeah,
less.
I actually want to care less about some things.
The
than
last
I do.
one's easy. It's
Yeah.
alcoholism. It just doesn't call it that.
Alzheimer's. Hold on, I got
Alzheimer's. That's what
Alzheimer's.
happens when your memory doesn't work anymore. I have that right now.
No, actually, Jazz, this is what you have when you create 8,000 fucking alts. It's Alzheimer's.
Yes, but I remember all my alts, so on you.
No, it's just
It's
not
not
about
like you blew
remembering.
it over, darling.
Again? Can we do that again, Jess? Go ahead. Give me that again.
She double blew an O-ring. All right, you guys are ridiculous.
I'm good at blowing just about everything, baby.
I mean, dang.
No.
Dang. She's going there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Alzheimer's. Yeah, see, it's like alcoholism that Jazz suffers from,
Alcoholism.
but in German.
Isn't that a beer?
Altschmerz.
The Jazz
I
yeah.
like this stupid text. I want to see what it means.
Is it a beer?
It could be. All right, actually, it's the weariness with the same old issue that you've always had, the same boring flaws and anxieties you've been gnawing at for years.
Really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to drink for that.
That's
Why
lame.
are some of these words disappointing?
I know,
I have
right?
absolutely no. Yeah.
You've never been weary that you have to do the same issues over and over. The same
Oh, totally.
flaws?
That's why I'm drinking.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I thought you said you didn't have to drink. I was like, I'm pretty sure
That was
we've all-
called sarcasm. Try to follow along.
I can't when you're drunk.
Dang, she's getting mean
You have
now.
no
Drunk,
tone.
mean drunk.
All right, and lastly, but not leastly, but probably,
Alcoholism.
or actually, it looks like that.
This is what she's got.
Ochialism.
Ochialism?
Ochiolism. Ochiolism.
Sounds like something you inject in your face.
It's something you feel to prevent wrinkles because you're scared of aging.
I think it's something like when you get hurt, you're always like, oh.
Ouchialism.
Ouchiism. There we go. I like that one.
I don't know.
Or
That
is
sounds
it-
like it.
Oh, wait a minute. Or is it?
No, Sebs, hang on.
Or-
What
No,
you
no,
just
no, no.
said goes hand in hand with a dubious clap. I'm just saying. This
I know.
is wrong.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Or is it? Oh.
Dang.
I want what she's having.
You better cut her off, Ashton. She's getting a little squirrely over there, man.
Whoops.
I'm glad he doesn't have a camera tonight.
No. So the awareness of the smallness of your perspective by which you couldn't possibly draw any meaningful conclusions at all about the world or the past or the complexities of culture, because although your life is an epic and unrepeatable anecdote, it still only has a sample size of one.
So it's Eorism. They really need to
It is,
fix
yeah.
that. It's Eorism.
Eorism?
Eorism.
Is that the act?
I'm gonna kill my dog.
Is that the act of being on Winnie the Pooh, or?
Let's see if I can walk. Shall we find out?
Probably.
Hey, I watched that Christopher Robin. That's pretty crazy.
Was it good?
Yeah, I'm scared to stand up.
Oh my god.
This pause brought to you by Bardnar and the Rest Chance Token.
I just wait to see if we hear her just like completely fall on her ass.
Clearly, I'm not Bardnar. I'm Desargo's cousin, but you should still get it and look like a sexy dwarf.
They call me a tripod for a reason, you know.
He's legendary in Kaladin.
Dog, out of my hair.
So this is what you guys, what you're getting treated to is what we hear every time before the show.
Right.
Oh, it's true.
10 minutes.
This is what we call bonus content, kiddies. I need a drink for that.
She's gonna be listening to this with Jay later.
so
She's gonna be like,
full of
son
shit.
of a bitch.
I'm gonna smack those guys.
Hey, how's it
What?
going?
Hey, nothing. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
Totally nothing happened. Totally
Nothing at all. We were
What did you do?
definitely
you
not
bad?
listening to you shout at your kids and your dog
Okay.
True.
live on air.
Live on air.
Welcome to my sad life.
Yeah, well, dogs. All right, well, that's actually the last one there. We actually got through that faster than I thought we would. Jazz,
Yes.
how was your walking?
Dude, I'm drunk.
You don't say.
Mazel tov.
Wine is a problem. I do not understand. I have drank a quarter of a bottle of Patron and been better than I am right now.
You say
Yeah.
you keep saying this.
Yeah, but it was one of those ones that come out of a mini fridge, so...
Fuck you, Josh. No, Patron is in a
finally get
big
her to-
bottle, and it's wonderful. And I can drink hard liquor till the cows come home, and I'm fine. This
Yeah, well,
is stupid.
You
Why
remembered
does
what we
wine-
learned last time from who
Yes.
was it Natty?
Volume of alcohol.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that was bullshit. I don't think so anymore.
Are you convinced now? Because you know you're gonna have to do this again next year.
No, next year I'm gonna do shots of fucking rum or something.
You're just gonna be sipping
Shit.
at it. Let's see. I've gone. Yeah, I didn't do that much. I mean, I've been sipping at actual liquor.
This is
and
my
I probably-
fourth glass of wine, and I am.
Yeah. See,
So-
and I've been drinking, for those wondering, Tullamore Dew, which is, of course, that's a fine Irish whiskey. No, which, by the way, I do realize that Bargnar is a Scottish accent, and that Ireland and St. Patrick's Day is Irish. Which is a totally different tone of voice, you know. It's a wee bit higher of a register, and they still say cunt just as much as anybody else, because apparently over there it means like mate instead of, you know.
It
nasty
does
women
not
bits.
mean mate. That's such a lie.
Oh no.
But they don't look at the word the
They
same
don't
way
look
as
at
we
it.
do.
It basically, yeah. Well, it actually means mate. It's kind of like saying the N word among, if you're among a bunch of black people and you're black, because clearly Whitey McWhite Boy's not saying that, and it's not going to mean brother. It's going to mean I'm going to get my ass beat. Probably rightfully so.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
I'm just saying.
But no, Australians, Irish, Scottish, yeah, they use the C word like it's interchangeable with an insult and also like, hey, brother. You know? So that's your world culture thing. That's to help you prevent the onism.
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 Just got ownedism.
Well, since we started late, we technically would have like 20 minutes left in the show. Anybody got anything?
I gotta pee.
I bet you do
Oh.
after 4 of those things. You can.
I don't have to pee yet. That's
Uh-oh.
proof that wine is evil.
tingling.
Got to go to the Flushing Hills, man.
Wine is evil. And you know, they still haven't said anything. Guys, are you out there? Are you still alive?
Well,
Because
Jay
I
said something
see
a
that
little
you're
while
there,
ago.
but you're not doing anything.
You scared them, Jazz. You scared them.
Talk to us, y'all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody?
David Haley became very, very quiet.
Well, he
has
probably
a very
might.
nice voice. You know, my brother's name is David. I love the name David. It's a very solid.
He's actually you speak of his voice. He sent me a thing earlier. Oh, there's Ericus. We could just bring him down here. But he sent me a thing. He's
You
actually
got to bring the Canadian here, the Canadian
he's our
lizard. Come
voice
on,
actor
man.
friend. and he does
Irkus,
good.
my
Let's-
brother. Come
Hold
in
on,
here.
Ericus,
How
hold on.
is Irkus?
Hold on.
It's an Ericus.
Hey,
Ericus.
Ericus. How's it
Are
going?
you done with the puking thing? Because puking things bother me.
We scared him.
He ran
Oh,
away.
you gotta listen to it. Gotta listen to it.
All right,
There you
that's
go.
way too much excitement.
That's what Eric is.
They really love you, brother. Welcome to the
They
show once again. How's it
Hi,
going?
Eric.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You
Sorry.
missed all the craziness.
No, he
Oh,
was listening.
I listened to this craziness.
Happy Patrick's Day.
Yeah, you got our definition how you celebrate it, but to each their own.
Hey, you take your maple ketchup syrup somewhere else if you don't like how we celebrate.
That's right.
St. Patrick's
Hey,
Day.
hey.
No.
Maple ketchup is really good.
You are a disgusting, disgusting creature.
That's freaking... What?
It really is
that's
very
not-
good.
It's controversial.
It really is very good. It's tomatoes and maple syrup and all the other stuff. And it's very sweet and has a very unique taste. My grandma used to make it.
That unique taste being vomit.
No, not vomit. I mean, we used to have maple. We used to have, what are they called? Trees on our property. And
You don't say.
she would get the maple syrup from the trees and she would make ketchup with it. And it was really good.
For those of you listening right now, and maybe think that this is a bit, the bit was getting her to drink. After that, it's just her.
That's right.
All me, baby. All me.
Yeah. She,
See, I'm much more fun on tequila, but a lot more tequila.
But does it
This
make
is-
your clothes fall off? That's the
Yes, it does. I get ask my husband. I get completely naked and horny. It's
happy
ridiculous.
St. Patrick's Day, Panda.
But Panda. Hi, Panda.
So,
Where's
Ericus, the
Panda?
caller that's on the line that called in.
Oh, hi!
Yes, hi, I'm still around.
We like Ericus. He's fun.
Yes, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's probably what I
it's
remember this
Other
then.
than your obvious and well intentioned and probably earned concern for jazz.
Very.
Right. What's
You
up?
know, I am never, ever do this. So it's always nice every now and
You
then.
will
to-
never ever do this? Is that what you...
I
Yeah,
just
she-
don't do it very often.
She
I
actually
mean, my
tries
husband
very
has
hard
seen me. But
not
I mean,
to
I
cuss
haven't
and
done
drink.
this since I was in my 20s. This is not something that I do
Ex-
regularly.
I think
Or
it was
la-
last year.
or
we
last
got this-
year.
We
Last
got
year.
this nutty. I'm just saying.
Yes, you guys got a glimpse of it last year, and you were very lucky because that's not normally my thing.
We didn't make you drink, sweetheart. That was all you. I mean,
It's a game. It was kind of the rules. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Say no?
Hello, peer pressure's knocking.
Yeah, that's right.
it's knocking hard, bro.
I am 50 years old. I don't care about peer pressure.
She just cares about the show so much that she's willing to give into it regardless.
That's right, because it's so fun to like talk and get to know everybody.
So, Ericus, tell us what you were going to say, bro.
Ericus, talk.
When did you get
How
here?
you doing, buddy? You are so awesome. I love you so much. You are such a sweet guy. How's your
Yes.
brother?
He's recovering well there. He's with his friends now. So, he had a bit of a green out there with the cannabis, but unrelated. But yes,
We should do that. Have you guys ever thought about that? We should do that.
It's
No
we don't
thanks.
we don't have the license here. It's legal for medical reasons, but yeah, it's not completely.
Ooh.
And on
I
top
can
of
get
that,
it.
I still wonder about how. I still wonder, even if they legalize that, like with our job with the post office, I often wonder if they'll be like,
Well, no, because each independent employer can decide if they can still fire you on the basis of being under the influence. So legally, you have to still be careful whether it's legal in your
Right.
state or not. It
yeah,
doesn't matter.
See, and that's
No,
what
just
I
say you got glaucoma or something.
Even if you have the glaucoma, your boss can still say if you test
you can't-
positive, they can fire you.
Yeah, and you
So-
definitely can't come to work baked like the one guy that I think I heard they were checking on him for something else and they were videotaping it. What they actually fired from him wasn't that; it was the fact that he toked up 48 times out on the mail route
Wow,
in a day.
that's a lot. See, that's just silly. You just need to do it when you're at home. But I do understand. I mean, like the place where I work, they've told us it's a no-no, but they will allow like
medical reasons.
weekend
Oh.
use for medical reasons. and evening use and stuff, as long as you're not like purposely toking it up when
Right.
you're working,
Yeah,
which might actually help dealing with some people, but it is
Right.
definitely not an acceptable.
and sadly,
So, Ericus, what did you
some
come to talk
people
about?
are other employees.
Yes, before either sleep, whisper to Ash, "Hey, can you mute Jazz for a couple of minutes?
Right.
So I say my piece."
I can do that.
No, because at the beginning of the show, it was like, "Oh my god, UFA Belch!" I was embarrassed. I didn't think I was gonna pop in just to say hi, but no, yeah, it's good to say I'm enjoying the show. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Listening to you guys for quite a long time. Kept going like, wow, 80, like more than 80 episodes already. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think you guys were still on that long, but
Yeah, 80.
We are basking in your fanboyness right now. Keep going.
No, it is surprising.
Okay, I guess here we go. Who's the favorite?
Dang.
let me have a couple of drinks and I'll get back to you.
Good answer.
I feel like I'd be on your level there.
Well, I know. Earlier, Jay was saying Yunfei was his new favorite because of what was it? The buns outranked the sausages.
Oh, the buns and the sausages.
Yeah, he thought that was pretty funny.
I want to be somebody's favorite.
Listen, folks. I mean, where's the love at? I mean, that's messed up.
Well,
I know, but I had to throw it out there because it's funny.
It is funny.
Everybody fights over who wants to be. Everybody wants to be the favorite.
I don't.
I do.
Hey, I found Andy Gold Jules live in 76. Oh, wait, I shouldn't be playing 76. But hey, it's the St. Patty's Day episode. He gets a heart.
Smiley face.
He's running away from my creepy power armor. There he goes.
Well, yeah.
He's
Run
staying.
after him.
He's staying. No, I'm running away now. No, I'm encumbered. I'm loot fat. I can't run away. I'm just going to limp away down the hill.
All right. Anything else, Ericus?
Nope. Keep up the good work, guys. I know you have your own technical difficulties to sort out there in the beginning. No, that's part of the interaction there. But hey, we're all human, mostly.
It's stupid computers. Because I had, you know what that was? I lost my R2D2 USB hub, which is what everything went through before. I think it had a short, which is why that last episode I sounded like Barry White, and I wasn't having a stroke. On my end, I could hear static when some of them were talking, but on the recording, there was nothing, which was why I knew it was a hardware failure. So I have a new USB hub. I think I'm still trying to figure out how it works, which, by the way, when you order a USB hub, the cable that actually goes to the USB port should probably be longer than, 4 inches.
4 inches is pretty much not enough for anything.
No.
I knew it was going
it's not
there.
enough for me.
Why did he make it?
And yet,
Well, some people are just gifted that way. There's nothing you can do about that, but you can show them how to use those 4 inches to the best of your
it's a
ability.
solid 6 to 8 inches, which, I can do something with, but it's still very difficult because I have to plug it into the back of my keyboard, which is plugged into 2 USB
so wrong.
ports. And
I'm sure you got enough RAM.
Yeah, I gotta have enough RAM. There's always
You gotta ram, man.
Yeah,
Ramming is important.
Yeah, but I saw one guy bragging about his computer online, completely off topic. He was bragging how he had 128 gigs of RAM.
That's stupid.
I don't
You
know
need
if he
that
realizes
much.
most things don't even use over 8.
Yeah, you really don't need more than 16. My husband and I had this argument because he was insisting we needed 32. And I did the research, I added it all up, and I'm like, the most we need is 16.
16
and
is
even
good.
if you're, streaming video, it's 16.
Well, in
He got
streaming,
32, but-
in streaming, it's the processor and the graphics card that matter more for streaming. Because
Right.
I could do I tried to do Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that game maxes out my processor. So when I tried to stream it, the stream was laggy as shit and completely worthless because I had no more processing power, which is why I need to go from an i5 to an i7. But that's beside the point, and also $350.
Dang.
Yikes.
Right.
Yep, that's about right.
But I want
What a buzzkill.
So,
Buzz Killington.
So Eric, what are you packing?
Other than dusted heat on my desktop right now,
I'm in your computer.
Oh.
Ha ha ha
Oh gosh.
You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. I mean,
Oh no, it's
Good time.
no,
Silence.
We went blank.
No, it's a Windows 7 home premium, and yeah, that's all. I can't.
You have no idea.
This for years is the Cyber Power PC brand I got years ago. It's I don't remember the.
That was that
model.
That was that company that sent me mine with no installation stuff to hold the stuff internally inside the computer. So when I got it, the graphics card was literally torn in half during shipping.
Oh
wow!
And then they made me wait and act like it was my fault that they didn't send that shit correctly.
That's messed up, man.
3 weeks for my
not okay.
And they had to we have to make sure it was our fault. Yeah, it was your fucking fault. Here's the picture. There's no insulation foam in there like you did with Sibs. Garbage.
That's dumb.
Jeez.
Yeah. But anyway, supposedly that was they're supposed to be really good. I don't know, but whatever.
So they say.
I gave them a lot of nasty reviews after that and bombed them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a vindictive asshole. So anyway, well, Ericus, appreciate you coming on and sharing your parts with us.
Oh yeah, we like your parts.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, except when it comes to my floppy disk.
That's right.
Well, it's only floppy if you don't know how to work it.
Yeah, I won't let go of it.
You got to go down that gator slide a few times.
Or if it's 30 years old.
Gotta let it slide. That's the only way to make a floppy disk work.
So roleplay and crazy work.
No, we're well past roleplay at this
I
point.
know.
Oh yeah, roleplay.
All right, well, yeah. Thanks for letting me. Say
bye,
Thanks
sweetie.
for calling
gosh.
Radio, Ericus.
Bye, bye,
Ericus.
All right.
I think we chased him off.
Yeah.
Did.
Well, before we have the police called on Jazz, we should probably go ahead and wrap it up. But no, I don't know. I had fun. It was good to.
It was fun.
Good to do a show just out there, and
it's always fun to go completely nuts.
Completely awful. And
crazy
I'll
go
be
nuts.
Honest, I find those words and feel the definitions of the feelings on those. Clearly the majority of us had almost all of those at one point or another, but you don't really think about it. It's just one of those things that happens and it comes into your life and it goes out and, it passes on. But then when you really stop to think about it, it's a pretty big experience. Just kind of, stuff and
That's a lot of knows, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Oh, got nothing.
Yeah, well, it's because you're mean, rude, hateful.
Dang.
Angry. But your hair looks nice.
I can be.
Can be. Yeah, she can be. But we won't go into that. So, starting the outro.
Wait. Wait, I got something.
Oh,
ready?
Hold on. Stop the outro.
You ready?
Go.
Some drunk ASMR right there.
So did you
Night, folks!
Did you actually drink all 4 of those by yourself? Uni, did you actually drink all 4 of them?
Yes.
You did. All by her lonesome. And she does not drink a lot. She actually, when I asked her hey, what do you want? And she's like, I haven't had any in for so long, I don't even know what they make anymore.
Yeah.
And
she drinks alone.
Turns out
with nobody else.
fuzzy navels are her jam.
My cheeks are tingly.
Your what?
My cheeks are tingly.
Your cheeks are tingly, I bet.
Her cheeks. Now the listeners, you just read that any way you want, man. We're leaving that out there.
We're not going to ask up or lower, just her cheeks are tingly. Could be from sitting down for so long, could be for whatever other reason.
I know somebody's blushing somewhere, anyway.
Outro again. But, alright. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Our St. Patrick's Day special, learning new words, hearing definitions, something about roleplay, I guess, in there somewhere, one of them. Remember, go ahead, twitch.tv/RPMMORadio. Subscribe and follow over there if you like. If you want to donate to the show, patreon.com/RPMMORadio. We appreciate it. Helps pay the bills of the server fees and all that garbage that typically have. So with that, I do want to thank everybody. I want to thank my crew, Jazz, Sib, Strafay, and Yudfe. I, of course, am Ash and Phoenix. And tune in next time. We'll talk about why halflings are only a quarter of a man a dwarf is. Next time on RPMMO Radio, play on and keep the roleplay going. The thoughts, drinking, and opinions of those on RPMMO are just that and should not be taken as the gospel truth. But you can probably drink to it. Music, as always, is provided by Husky by the Geek. Visit him at youtube.com/HuskyByTheGeek to hear all his great video game rock covers and slurred original music. But that might just be because I'm saying it. Good night, everybody.